I was waiting for the excuse. It's a very pretty drive though. You have to be very mindful though of, as you can see, all the tracks on the road. That's all horses and people out hunting. Hate to come around a corner and spook a group of horses, a bunch of riders on them. It was starting to get nice, now it's just a gloomy afternoon.
Just sprinkling too. At least the views are pretty until these roads get super wet and then super slick. I'm glad we picked this way to go. I mean, I'm sure it would have been pretty the other way too, but I like this though. And we can see the highway whenever. I love these outhangs of rocks.
Nice little creek.
Creek! It was kind of still a bridge too.
Well, it is a bridge. Doesn't matter what it runs over, it's still a bridge. Wow. Oh, Jeep coming.
Whoa. You stopped very fast.
Oh, I didn't realize you were right behind me.
Yeah, I was.
Very narrow road.
Super pretty though. I feel like I'm driving through a tree tunnel all the time on these roads. Okay. They ride pretty far apart.
The itsy bitsy motorbike went up the really long road.
Oh, how cool is this? Oh, I'm gonna... Very good. Race car, rally car. So we are trying to find a spot to, oh, it's a sharp corner. Trying to find a camp spot now that we've just passed 12 of them. Yeah, agreed. Just find some trees and we'll pull over and get on.
Well, we stopped, put all of our rain gear on, switched some media mod things around, and now it looks like there's blue sky coming out.
But that's okay. If we had to put our rain gear on to get blue skies, I'm okay with that.
Works for me.
Yep, I would prefer that than setting up in the rain.
We just had to wait and we'd have been above the clouds. No rain up here. All the rain is back there where we just came from. Oh, there's a pickup truck coming. Our path goes directly into the clouds. I think those guys haul their horse trailers in here. I would assume they would send a pickup truck ahead that does some scouting to make sure like nobody's coming, and if there is, you need to pull over.
It's very unlevel.
Oh, I was waiting for the excuse. Your mirror's up now.
I didn't pull in there where I should have.
No, I don't really know what you did. You just kind of stopped in the middle of the road and then fell over.
Yeah, well, I was still in second, so I went to shift down, I think.
Lloyd Magruder and his party were murdered and robbed up here. 1863. 3 miles directly northeast from here. So if north is up and east is that way, over there.
North is in front of me, whichever way I'm facing.
A little bit foggier up here now. All right, let's go down the mountain before it gets super fogged in. Oh, yeah, beautiful weather up here now. Maybe above this it's blue sky. See, I knew if we just kept going up, eventually we'd get above the clouds and the rain. We are at 7,465 feet. Somebody doesn't like being close to that edge. I don't know why, it's beautiful. Look at that.
Pretty cool little stop way up in the clouds.
The fog might have rolled in a little bit up top here. We're going to continue down the trail, and if it gets worse or if it rains really bad, we'll turn around. I just went and walked through this campground. There's a little creek that runs through it, but we want to get down the hill a little bit in case the weather picks up. We have the food, I guess. We could stay up here for days and days.
3 days. We just have to ration, I think.
I think we'd be fine. Doesn't even matter that it's raining. In about 5 minutes we're going to be above the clouds. I don't think I would actually enjoy this road in a vehicle. On a bike it's wonderful because, oh, there's a pickup truck coming. Just I told him like a race car.
It's like riding through a horror movie.
Yeah, there's some trees sticking out there again.
Oh.
Makes it interesting to travel down the road. I don't have a chainsaw with me.
We could probably move it. Hold on. Let me help you.
Without ripping our... Watch out. Watch out. Yeah. Don't walk off the cliff.
Yay!
Yeah. What a drive. The fancy drone has all the fancy technology on it so it doesn't run into things. And then it runs into a tree while it was flying itself.
And it had object avoidance on it too. Not sure, maybe trees aren't included in the object avoidance part.
Yeah, they're not actually an object, I guess.
One thing about these roads here and the Foresty Trunk Road and then the Dalton, it slowly gets me ready for South America. But I can imagine there'll be lots of roads like this, but it'll be worse with heights and stuff.
I think the heights might be different, but most of their roads they still like actively haul on them. Yeah, they're narrow, single lane, and you have to move over, but there's lots of traffic on them. But they are dangerous roads. And we're back into the clouds again.
It's very pretty out there. I haven't looked at it because I've been too busy looking at the rocks. Pretty cool road.
I think you're gonna have a few videos from today.
Hello, home.
Home for the night.
I like it. There you go. This is probably one of my favorite setups so far. Pretty good. Pretty good setup.
I'm in my underwear here.
Maybe you shouldn't be walking around in your underwear.
I'm always in my underwear. Hi.
Hi, welcome to this next campsite in our underwear again.
Always in our underwear.
Today was a really good day.
Yeah, and it just ended with a Twinkie.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like a Twinkie?
It was good though. I started off a little wet and then dry and then wet and then dry.
Yeah, all of our stuff was dripping wet when we got here.
But we have a great campsite to set everything up, hang everything.
Yeah, and we got here just in time. There was one open campsite, I think, at the start, and then this one. We took this one right after we got here. 2 pickup trucks drove in and left. 3 motorbikes drove in and left.
Yep.
Small little Toyota just pulled in and they took that spot,
Yes,
the last one. And then another group of trucks came in and bikes came in.
So a whole bunch of people came in.
Yeah, a lot.
I don't think they need to know every make
Yeah.
and model of everything.
They do.
But you know why there's so many people? Because this is awesome, this road.
This Idaho BDR, this section of it, it's amazing.
It's pretty great. The views, the road. I mean, I still have a little bit of anxiety with the height and stuff, but
You're doing it.
I'm less nervous than I was before. I still am really enjoying it. I really like it.
That's all that matters. You're actually doing the road. You're
Yeah.
not getting halfway and being like, oh no, we should turn around. Because, I mean, there wasn't too many bad sections on the road, but there was a few where it's like, I don't know about this. But I just kept going. And then when you were like, I was almost in the ditch there, and I just ignored you so we could keep going.
I was in the ditch because the time that I hit the rut and I tried to go out of it, this time the rut, I was in the rut, so I didn't want to go on the edge of it. So I just kept going and it kind of took me in the ditch, but I didn't panic. I just went in the ditch and I said to Brett, I'm in the ditch. And I went, I'm okay, I'm out of it. And just kind of cruised out. Like it wasn't a drop, like I knew where the ditch was. It was kind of level with the road. But there was one point also that I asked Brett if it was weird that I pulled my clear visor up to see the road better. I felt like it was like turning down the music.
So you do the same thing with sunglasses, glasses, everything. You have that extra layer over top your eyes, and it just gives you a little bit clearer view. Your eyesight probably goes from 20/20 to like whatever's under 20/20, 20/30, 20/10. 2015? I don't know how that
I don't
works. And so you open that visor up and you've got crystal clear view. I mean, not for you. You're getting old and it's hard to see far.
I know where you sleep.
I don't sleep very well in there, so.
It was a good day though.
Yes, it was. Definitely worth doing that road. I don't know what the rest of the Idaho BDR is like. This section was, you don't have to be a advanced rider, especially if it's nice weather out. If it was raining out, I don't know if you'd want to do this.
Yeah, because it got pretty slippery up there when it was raining.
But weather like we had today, a little bit of on-off rain, there was dust at one time. We're both beginner riders. Tender's 4 months, 5 months now, I guess, to do this, and I was not worried one bit.
I think too, I keep going back to the Forestry Trunk Road.
Like, I know, you love that road.
But
It's your favorite road ever.
It was perfect training ground. Like, it had all of the stuff.
Yeah. Conditions.
Yeah. But it gets you used to it. And then even the trail by Summerland going up there.
Yep.
With all of the
that was a good one.
Rocks and stuff.
Telegraph Creek was a good one to learn.
That was a good one too. Like to get ready for this one, Telegraph Creek was perfect. It was a lot more steep hills, but there's still the heights and stuff. I don't know, everything.
But nothing quite like the Forestry Trunk Road.
I just mean like with the being able to learn the control with the mud and stuff.
You mean because you just love that road?
Who invited you?
She tells everybody about that road.
I love that road.
We practice on the Forestry Trunk Road back home. You ever been on the FTR?
I'm pretty sure I don't say it like that.
You do.
I say Forestry Trunk Road, then FTR?
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh. A loser.
It's like you have a crush. But then these people next door just pulled in with a little Toyota Tacoma, an old one. But they have a 4-wheel camper with a pop-up. It's like my dream camper right now. I can't pull it with my bike or put it anywhere, so.
Is not your dream camper right now?
Well, this is what's happening right now. This is what's going to happen.
Yeah,
but when we're older,
your dreams are coming true right now.
Yeah, my dreams would be better if I was sleeping. My back's a little. We put more air in the sleeping pad last night. This is the first day that my back's actually hurt on this whole trip. We're taking some air out of the pad tonight to try that. I was a little stiff today. Oh well, I'm young. I'll bounce back in a week or two.
You're not young.
With that, it's time to clean up all the stuff that is finally dry. You got to see this place.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Now it's time to go.
I'm glad we picked this one instead of
going down the highway. The other way. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for watching.
Okay, bye.
Did you want to say something else?
No, I think that's it.
Oh. Okay, bye.
Oh, hi.
Hi. So if you like this video,
we hope that you enjoyed the BDR and hope that you would like to subscribe.
Well, the halfway through the BDR. So we're just at our first campsite.
The introduction.
Yeah.
To the BDR, Idaho.
So follow along tomorrow to see if we make it to a gas station or not.
Yeah, we're running pretty low.
And with that, we'll see you in the next video.
Bye. This is Brett's favorite.
I might have dropped something.
And you lost a peg?
Oh, I blame you because I set them all on the table and then you deal with them from there.
I put them all in the bag, the ones that were on the table. So if you didn't put it on the table, that means that it wouldn't end up in the bag. So that comes back to you.
I'm pretty sure it's your fault. Let's go to the map. We left Charles Waters Camp and we had to follow the highway down all the way down to Sula, and then we turned in, took some wonderful back roads and followed our way all the way down to Poet Creek Campground.